the Shooting Club!
Triple kill!
Come home and
The sun
party.
is
I'm not
the sun is fucking draining.
Yeah.
I got fucking peeled, bro. Peeled like a goddamn banana from the sun. Also, like some really weird, like bubbles on my skin that like pop.
That can be melanoma, dude.
Is that bad,
That's skin
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah, you don't want bubbles.
bro? Really?
Yeah,
those-
you don't.
I mean, that's like a
sad.
sun blister, which is like next level.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I had like blisters that were popping like as soon as I touched them. Like,
Yeah, you don't want that.
You
shit.
don't-
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, not
Oh,
ideal.
Man, what happens next?
I don't. You might as well just
It'll
go
be
on
fine.
to like a
WebMD.
burn victims like subreddit.
Well, shit, this is a good time to say, shooters,
a-
if you haven't yet, might as well think about subscribing to the Patreon. You get 4 bonus episodes a week. And you might be able to help old Double J get out of some hot water with this skin cancer.
Let's be honest. You
Yeah.
get 2 bonus episodes a week and a lot of false promises that we're gonna watch Crank 2 High Voltage.
False promises, bro. False promises, my ass. Look, man, we're all unemployed. We're busy people.
No, you got to keep them on their toes, dude. You know, they want it. They want it. They don't know when it's coming. Right out of nowhere, bam, fucking right hook straight to the fucking face. Crank 2, Patreon.
I don't believe in the philosophy of giving people, what you've promised them and what they deserve.
But
I was raised to just be constantly disappointed, and I think that I've turned out pretty fucking okay.
Yeah.
Look, man, you never have any expectations. You're never disappointed, right? That's what they say. So,
Very
like,
true.
take what we're saying with a grain of salt, shooters. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, it'll come. Don't worry, it'll come.
Yeah.
But,
Trust nothing that we say. Also, as
Sure.
far as statistics, factual information, anything related to the news or modern times, history, nothing.
The only
It's
thing you
called
can
shooting
trust,
for a reason.
yeah.
the only thing you can trust is our opinions on the VH1 reality show I Love New York. I believe and I co-sign on every opinion of that show given on this show.
Oh, baby, and Real Chance of Love soon to be viewed. You know what I mean?
I'm
You
telling
got
you, I'm
time
having
left.
I'm having a hard time watching I Love New York and seeing Real's beautiful fucking long flowing hair, knowing that shit's rotting in a casket in California. It's bothering me.
Ooh.
Because that his beautiful hair has probably continued to grow for months after he died, and now he's just a skeleton with the most beautiful hair, just 6 feet on the ground. It's fucked up.
Manicured fingernails too, dude. You know what I mean? Beautiful manicured fingernails.
Death doesn't bother
Yeah.
me like that. Like, I have tons of family that died, and then, you're sad for like 2 hours, and then fucking you move on, you get a couple new Steam games. It's like, who cares? I don't know.
Fill the void.
Real's death really fucked with me, man. Like, who's watching after all those horses? I don't think Chance was mentally stable enough to care for all those beautiful
Yeah.
Arabian horses.
Not a chance.
And what are the odds that the most beautiful black man with the most beautiful long flowing hair would be like in charge of the care of so many beautiful rare horses?
That's true. I mean, look, he had horse's hair himself, correct? He was one with the animals.
He had a mane. It was not
Yeah.
hair. It was a mane for sure.
And remember when he
Incredible.
tied it, dude? Remember when he tied it into the multi-section ponytail all the way down, dude? He like was playing with that shit with her finger. I was like, man, this. I'm getting some vapors, bro. You know
He
what
was
I'm saying?
also kind of a "Where's my hug" type dude. Like he was like, "Who the fuck is up there in her bedroom? Come on,
Yeah.
come on. We got to go up there. We got to start looking." He's climbing on the roof. He's peeking in the windows,
Damn, knocking on the door. Hey,
waiting
Hey,
for her to come home.
long enough, Pooty. I don't know.
Waiting
Oh.
for her to come home from like a date, and he's like waiting. He's been standing behind the door in a tuxedo for hours, waiting to give her a bath.
Just covered in sweat, bro. Just soaking wet from standing there for hours.
I Love New York is the best comedy show. It doesn't get any better than I Love New York. And
Oh,
like
dude.
popping it on last night, like I was worried that I was like remembering it with like rose tinted glasses on. Not the case.
Yeah, no.
It's even fucking funnier that I
It's-
remember. Because we
All
used
of
to,
those shows were amazing.
yeah, Flavor of Love is great. But
Charm
like,
School.
I love New York. Like we had like a special affinity for it. Like we used to watch it like I think it came on like every Thursday. We'd get like a 30 pack of PBR and a couple fifths, and we just get blacked out drunk while watching it. It was like religious almost.
Yeah.
Blacking out
Yeah.
to VH1 on like
I went to a
Wednesday.
party. It was like one of the only parties I've been to in probably like 2 years, like non-show related parties. And I went there and it was just like 15 like women sitting on a couch watching Daisy of Love.
Oh,
And-
bro.
And I sat there and I watched 8 episodes. Like I think we did episode 4 to the end. So like whatever that is. And I finished it. It was amazing.
45 minutes each.
It was
45 minutes.
incredible.
Dude, that
Uh,
show is so fucking funny, bro.
Yeah.
That's a sleeper.
Daisy of Love, Rock Love, bangers, dude.
Yo,
Bret
Rock
Michaels is a
Love was
fucking
great,
king.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daisy of Love's funny as fuck, dude. When Ricky Ratman comes out when he's like introducing everyone and they're like, what the fuck is Ricky Ratman doing here, dude? I want to see some tits. So they're all like high-fiving each other and they're like, we know what you want, boys. Daisy's on the other side. And they're all just like jerking each other off,
Yeah, dude.
like standing out in the fucking broad daylight, licking their lips.
Awooga.
Yeah, look, bro. You put meat on the plate. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of hounds standing in line.
I wouldn't mind my own Daisy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind my own
Dark
Bret
times.
Michaels. A 50-year-old guy in like eyeliner. I can't wait to be past my prime, but still trying to pull off
Yeah.
the shit that I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Big
You
ass-
wearing a wig?
No, I mean, like my hair is I'm never gonna go bald. The Italian genes are too strong on the Italian side of my family. They all go into
Yeah.
caskets with full, beautiful heads of hair, like real, which is kind of bothersome. When I die, I might request to be like shaved.
Shit
don't know if
bald.
I don't know if I want all that shit going into a box.
Damn, take
like
the
a
eyebrows,
waste.
take the mustache. You know what
Now
I'm
leave the mustache. It's a must.
saying? Okay.
No,
Well-
not even intended.
That was I finally went to Beyond the Pines yesterday, Cody.
Again?
Yeah,
Back
fell
at it.
asleep halfway through it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You saw the
Ryan got-
best half.
Yeah, bro. Ryan Gosling's character very unlikable.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
I guess. I mean, it
To look
peaks
at,
with
he's
him.
amazing.
Yeah. All right, fair.
Does he got
Yeah,
his
Dirt bike,
shirt
he's
on
hot.
or off?
It peaks. It opens with him with his
Both.
shirt off, playing with a fucking butterfly knife as fast
Yeah.
as he can, Michael Douglas
that's
style.
Yeah.
falling down,
and
you
he's
know?
fucking shredded and covered in shit tattoos.
God,
Like-
is he unlikable, bro?
Like Pete Davidson, unlikable.
More so? I would think.
Really?
Pete
I don't know,
Davidson's
bro.
like a fucking tool, and Ryan Gosling in that movie is just like a sleazy dude. He has heartthrob tattooed across his neck. So
Yeah, you sure do. You sure do, dude.
he
It's
robs
like-
banks on a dirt bike, and he's a deadbeat dad.
Someone saw Hesher and they're like, what if he was gayer? How could we make this dude a little more homoerotic? You know what I mean?
It worked.
It's
Nailed
like
it.
Justin Timberlake's character in Alpha Dog. Kind of.
Damn, I cannot believe how liberally Justin Timberlake says the N-word, and it wasn't even in the script.
Well, he's a El Clasico fucking wigger.
Yeah.
He was one of the proto wiggers. He came out of the generations in which wiggers were defined.
I like the idea of him coming to like New York, like NSYNC, like signings and shit like that, just head to toe in South Pole, and everyone's like wearing like their glitter, like their what is it? Their lame jackets and shit, and they look over and they're like, "You didn't get the memo?" Or it's like, "Nah, B, I'm keeping it real, dude.
Yeah.
I'm representing. I'm holding it down for the streets, dog." Okay, Justin.
Awesome. Thank you for the introspective, Justin.
Damn, B.
There's,
Oh my
there's
God, I
like,
love
there's
Alpha
like no
Dog.
way like Lil Peep didn't just watch like home videos of Juggalos in 2001. Didn't really study the style, to get to where he was before he died.
Were his N
There's
bombs really
arguably-
unscripted?
Huh?
What?
His N bombs were unscripted.
Oh, I couldn't.
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah. He got really into character, and he said he told the director that he really wanted to Andy Kaufman it. So
Yeah.
he just came up.
I'm
with
just
all the
thinking the whole
dialogue.
time how cool it would be to be the director, and then he says that, and you're just like, whoa.
It was
But then it's
cool.
so good, you gotta keep it going. You can't cut that.
It was
He
a
looks
big
over at the
risk.
cinematographer. He's like,
Yeah.
It was a big risk because it was based on a true story, and Justin Timberlake was supposed to be playing a real guy that lived, and he completely said, "This guy's a faggot. I won't be doing this. I won't be saying this, and I will be saying the N word every other word."
A real method actor.
yeah, bro, yeah. I love the greasy scrawny kid that threatens to beat up his sister, and then he calls her a cunt or something like that. And she's like, "You're such a faggot retard," and they're like going at it with
What
a
did
bunch
you-
of 2007 language.
The fuck did you call me, you cunt? That guy.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
dude? Long greasy hair, bro. Board
Just
shorts.
oozing domestic violence and domestic disputes like out of his pores.
Mhm. Bro, I think that was the original like anxiety ridden movie, a la like Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That whole movie is just screaming.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of anxiety going on when they're like gonna kill that little kid and they dig the hole for him in the beach. He's like, "You guys steal my dogs, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, man. Yeah, little beep. My little beep." And then they just fucking unload like a Tech 9 into him. And
But
just-
every single person's like, "I can't do it. I love him, dude. We've been hanging out with him for 3 weeks. Look, we can figure something out." And then like the baby Wahlberg's just like, "I got debts." Like, dude literally has to be held back like a fucking pit bull from killing this like 14-year-old kid. It was like, whoa. And he's like, I got shit to pay off, dude.
What's that little dude's name? Like Emilio Hirsch or some shit. You know
Emil
what I'm talking-
Hirsch, yeah,
Manlet. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy
he's sexy, bro.
too small for a role like that. Just God didn't give him the Marmaduke body at all.
It was pretty funny that he was looking up at his girlfriend the entire time, like when they're walking and holding hands, and he's like, "You dumb bitch, put the disguise back on." And the cat's like, reach up, like swing. You know what I mean?
It's so funny how like you ever notice like like media in Hollywood like creates that larger than life idea of like celebrities and rappers and shit,
Yeah.
and then you like if you catch them in a music video where they zoom out and you can see the full perspective of like how tall this person is,
Mhm.
and Lil Pump is like literally 4'11" and looks like a fucking midget.
New
And
age,
it's just,
new
like, a
age
real
rappers.
reality-shattering moment.
New
Yeah.
age rappers are all very tiny,
small.
minus like Tyler the Creator. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he's
9
like
feet.
good 6 something. King Kong Kylie, I think he might be tall too, but who knows? With camera angles and shit, he could be a manlet too.
Yeah.
Bro, Donald Trump called Mac Miller Little Mac Miller. You were telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny, bro. Little Mac Miller. He's like 5'4".
They had
There's
a
that
feud.
video, bro. That's a video where he jumps off of the van and he like stands next to like a normal sized human being and is like, yikes.
I only remembered Mac Miller from like the MySpace era, like him and that Donald Trump song and shit, where
Yeah.
it was like it was wigger stuff, but it wasn't like geared to my brand of wigger, so I just like kind of wrote it off. But then, like 10 years passed, he got schizophrenia, really fucking, started drawing circles that were like just mushy fucking triangles and shit, and he died, and I found out his stuff was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Bro, that Tiny Desk concert that they have on YouTube of him playing with all the live session musicians. Oh my God, the boy's got a voice on him like a damn angel.
Yeah, he sounds
black
like a 1950s black guy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Dude. And then, but he also switches it up, because classic wiggerdom, getting that code switching going. He's got the 37-year-old white dude high on Percocet inside the Mark Echo fucking jersey at the bus, where he grits his, he talks through his teeth. Like,
Yeah.
give me a Newport, man.
Yeah.
knows
Like,
every lyric to Slim Shady LP front to back.
Well, hold on
Rat-
a second. Hold on out in a second now. Nothing wrong with that.
There's a dude I flew by him today on my bike. I'm going like 25, and he's like, "Yo, you want to hear a freestyle?" And I just heard that from this. Like he yelled to me as I'm passing him, and he felt like it was good. It was gonna be good enough that I would pull over and stop going where I'm going to listen to him. Fucking.
Did you pull over?
No,
I respect the
no.
hell out of the move.
I turned around and I was like, "Not right now!" And just kept going, dude. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Slam on the brake.
Yeah.
You're like,
I hope that's a problem that you run into now as a bicyclist. Is men constantly trying to rap to you and sell their raps to you, like prove themselves to you as a rapper.
Catcalling me as an independent rapper.
You get
Hey,
over
you want to see my dick pics? Hey, hey,
get back here, idiot! Come look at my dick.
hey, how old are you? Can you be groomed? Are you a grooming age? 16? Come on, come over here. I got a Dodge Charger.
Hey, you ever play Super Smash Bros. Melee?
Hey, I got a GameCube over here in the Dodge Charger.
You ever see Pimp My Ride?
Why don't you and a couple of your 60-year-old friends take your shirts off, come in the car for a little bit, grab a GameCube controller?
Yeah.
Bro, that was a classic. That was a classic Mac Miller approach, dude. He went full Larry Clark when he first came out. He was like, "You guys ever see the movie Kids?" It's like,
Yeah.
yes. It's like, you remember Telly? It's like, all right, I'll see where this goes. And then every single song on the first Mac Miller album, kicking incredibly dope shit, is literally just like, "I love 13-year-old girls' pussy." You're like, well, all right, Mac, Malcolm.
I speaking of fucking anxiety-ridden movies from earlier, it's like I'm still having anxiety dreams from rewatching Bully by Larry Clark.
Oh fuck! When he boxes his ears, dude, I cry.
Great movie.
Like out of it, like hot tears. You know what I mean?
That movie's dark as fuck, dude.
Holy
Like,
shit.
as someone who
I
like,
love that movie so
Yeah,
fucking much.
it's amazing. And
You
like,
got
as
the
someone
fat
who's very-
retarded guy that just wants to play Mortal Kombat in like the
Yep.
pizzeria on the arcade cab.
yeah,
So he's like, "Come
That
on,
movie's
guys, we
so
don't have
fucking
to
good.
kill this guy and drop acid and stuff. We could just play Mortal Kombat."
Oh, he was the J Lake.
yeah.
He was a J Lake from Alpha Dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, dude. Yeah, what the fuck, bro? Larry Clark, banger after banger after banger, but I'm a Ken Parksman, dude. I can't
Yeah.
do a second viewing of
The
Bully.
elite film.
Yeah, oh yeah, something about
When
that
that kid-
movie.
When
hits
that kid
every
jerks
single-
off with the belt tied
Yeah,
to the door,
Ziggy.
iconic.
Ziggy
Yeah.
from the second season of The Wire.
It shows him come, right?
That's Ziggy, baby. That's Frank Sabaka's baby boy, dog.
Bro, The Wire must have been fucking hand in hand with like New York actors from the time. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like, 'cause
yeah.
they had Telly in the first season,
Mhm.
right?
Oh,
Right.
there's a Larry Clark like exploited child to The Wire pipeline for sure.
like I don't know, man. I don't know if like
They
Larry,
tried to get Casper to
Yeah,
play Marlo Stanfield, but unfortunately, he killed himself in the hotel room. What are you gonna do?
yeah, damn, dude, that is aesthetic fucking 101 right there, dude. Shooters, y'all don't know how to dress. You looking for a new look? Watch Kids from 1993 and just mimic Casper head to toe.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
I actually think Harmony
4X.
Korine's style in Kids is pretty good when he's like trying to give fucking Chloe Sevigny ecstasy at the rave.
Oh yeah, dude, with the wireframes, the big
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah, the big ass, and he's like, "Come on, Jenny Jet, man, just take some fucking drugs."
Don't be a fucking pussy. Why are you being such a downer? Like,
Yeah.
damn.
He's just
All
like
right.
a Jewish uncle, like
Like-
trying to force you to take ecstasy at a Passover party.
Not seeing the problem. Not seeing the problem there. Damn,
Larry
that was-
Clark still doing shit?
I don't
taking
think
pictures
so.
of shirtless teenagers, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
The last thing he did, I think, was "What's Up, Rockers," which was
I
like
love that
his
fucking movie.
expose on like Latino punks in LA. It's just
Mhm.
an hour and 45 minutes of shirtless, hot 15-year-old Latino punks, all
Smoking
with Joey,
cigarettes.
all with Joey Ramone like haircuts and skin tight jeans.
Yeah, dude. I think he just went to the land of milk and honey to film that, and he saw all the shirtless teenagers skating around, and he's like, "Whoa, I'm never gonna leave.
Yeah.
Well, why would I leave? I'll just sleep on the beach. I'll wake up. I'll sit by the staircase. I'll fucking just take pictures all day long.
Yeah, you just got to be concerned if, like, you know, all of a sudden there's What's Up Rockers 2 and it's based in Thailand.
Taiwanese punk scene. Yep.
Damn.
Amazing. It's one of the hottest things.
Yeah, bro. That
Well,
does
I
sound
like
pretty
in
sexy,
Ken
actually.
Park. Well, you know that one like abusive dad. Like I think if I remember right, he's abusing like that teen girl, and
The
like
Filipino guy.
he's like pissing in the bathroom, and they kept like doing like close-ups of his penis while he was pissing for no reason. Like he's in the bathroom, he's pissing, and for no reason at all, they just do like a close-up at his flaccid penis. pissing. He was like drunk or something. Like I think he kept getting drunk and trying to fuck his son.
I gotta rewatch.
Oh, you're talking about that one. I was gonna say there's the Filipino father-daughter combo when he makes her
Yeah.
wear his mother's wedding
Yep.
dress.
Yep,
Or-
not that dude. That dude's fucked in the head. But the other dad, I think he was raping his son. He was worried his son was like had long hair or something, and you know he's worried he's gonna be a fucking queer.
Yeah.
And then he fucked him when he was drunk.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you gay? You don't want to come watch me work out in the yard?
Yeah.
Fucking ingrate." And then his mom was like rubbing his dick with her toes and shit, and then she's like, "My beautiful boy, my beautiful baby boy," and just like rubbing his shaved head, and she's like, why don't you ever come? Why don't you ever come when I'm rubbing you? Why don't you ever come? And it's like, the fuck am I watching? bro? What the fuck? They snuck it up on me. They're
we
like,
gotta-
you want to see some bad boys doing bad boy shit and like skateboarding? You remember Gummo? Remember how much fun you had watching that? And it's like, yeah, dude, hell yeah, let's go. And then it's like, you got Tate talking about killing his fucking grandparents. And,
Yeah.
although that part was pretty sick.
Yeah, he killed his grandparents because he was they were cheating.
Mm-hmm.
They were cheating at like Monopoly or some shit.
Scrabble, bro.
Scrabble.
Yeah.
We gotta throw Ken Park on the Boys Shooting Club fucking film aficionados club
Mhm.
on the Patreon. We gotta do some commentary to Ken Park.
Yo,
Might as well
yeah,
do.
dude.
We might as well just do all of Larry Clark's fucking filmography.
I'm gonna have to close my eyes during Bully though.
Which part?
When he boxes his ears, bro, and he says, and he's making him like suck his dick in the car. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he's like, I bet you would want to suck my dick, you fucking loser. Nobody likes you. And then he's like, ew, you want to suck my fucking dick, dude? And they're like, oh man.
When I saw that
can't
movie when
win,
I was
bro.
younger, I was always afraid my friends were gonna turn on me and murder me.
Oh, yeah, right.
I
scary
was
to think
more
about.
afraid that my friends were gonna try to pimp me out to gaming at a strip bar.
Whatever one
Definitely
comes
possible.
first, dude. Right? The
Yeah.
former or the latter.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that shit is I think that's a real slice of life right there. So
Yeah.
shooters, maybe you should start treating that dude that you call a faggot retard as soon as he logs onto the servers on was it Showdown Vietnam, Rising Storm Vietnam?
Yeah.
Rising Storm
Yeah.
2.
Maybe you should treat him
It's
with
a
a little bit more
sequel.
respect. You never know.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
I think it's a sequel of a strategy game, which is
Yeah.
even weirder.
Yeah, I think Rising Storm 1 was something completely fucking different.
Yeah.
They're like, well, these didn't sell very well.
You know,
Uh,
it
They didn't
just
keep
started.
making Vietnam games. Yeah.
Vietnam games are like, they're not visited enough. You know, it's always
No,
looked
they're the
towards-
best. It's the best era, dude.
It's a,
combat, what's it? Shell Shock Nam, where you could like get your arms blown off and stuff like that.
oh, that's awesome.
You
I
never
played
that
it.
one? Oh, it's a
No.
third-person Vietnam game that was like, it was right around like when the Warriors and stuff was getting released, so it kind of got like, I mean the video game, not the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, when it was getting released, and it's pretty fun. It's like it's a schlock, it's a schlocky game,
Mhm.
but when you're dealing with Vietnam, you can't really, you know what I mean? You can't have a bad one.
The
Yeah.
best Battlefield game was Battlefield Vietnam.
I
That game
did enjoy it.
was a fucking classic, and it
I don't-
like it did not have the greatest like lifespan because it
No.
was like dead within fucking 12 months.
I'll be
Like,
honest, dude. I went to go play it again, and I was furious because they didn't have any black or Mexican women, as soldiers in there, much like Battlefield
Mhm.
1. You know what I mean? And so I
Yeah.
play that one religiously.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 was sweet because I could be a black trans person on the front lines of World War One.
Pretty sick. Pretty goddamn cool, dude. Battlefield 1 was, Battlefield 1 was way ahead of fucking
Historical accuracy is
You know
for
what I'm saying?
fucking alt-right, white supremacists. Fuck historical accuracy. I want diversity.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, can you go back actually? Can we rewrite some literary classics while we're at it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I want Anne Frank to be a black trans girl.
Huckleberry Finn, dude. It's gonna be a lot different.
A Filipino trans woman?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Says
just
neighbor instead of the N-word.
white male ally Jim is going to be the new character.
with a "This is what a feminist looks like" T-shirt. You know,
Yeah.
He's going to be constantly asking Huckleberry Finn for a hug on that raft.
bro. I was arguing tooth and nail in public about because at first I was saying it pretty quietly. You know, we were sitting like by the exit of this bookstore. I was talking to him like, it's really funny, but like in Tom Sawyer, they never even referred to him as N-word Jim. That was created by by the readership, you know, and they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, dude, isn't that wild? People just started referring to him as that. Isn't that crazy? And they're like, that, and absolutely, they absolutely called him, you know,
Yeah.
Jim and Tom Sawyer. And I'm like, what? Not a chance, bro. I've gotten halfway through Huckleberry Finn, and right in the beginning, they're talking about the intro and it was getting heated. And they're like, yeah, no, dude, those are two different books. And I had to sit down, dude, because the only thing I've seen about Tom Sawyer is the movie with JTT. Remember that one?
That's
was
all
a good
you
one,
need,
dude.
honestly.
Teaching kids how to give each other HPV by slicing open their fucking hands and shit. And shoo, different time. Different time. Those movies made
I
homeless
hope-
people look sick, bro.
I hope JTT's youth wasn't wasted. I hope he got groomed.
Oh, he absolutely got groomed, bro.
It would be unfair if he was just the hottest 11-year-old boy in the world that he didn't, get taken advantage of by like
That's the dude that Kevin
50-year-old
Spacey
predators.
fucked, right?
God willing.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think that's what happened.
I think we talked about this on the pod before, but have y'all revisited American Beauty? Different context. It's fun as hell.
Yeah.
No.
Man,
Still,
bro.
it's still good, dude.
Yeah.
That movie's a fucking banger.
Yeah, bro, right? And like now you get to see the budding romance with Ricky and Kevin Spacey.
I was
I
in
need to-
love with the one girl from American Beauty. I think she was in American Pie too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
fucking in love with that girl.
Yeah, dude. Loser. She was in the movie Loser.
Yo, her. I have no idea what the fuck her name is, and her mouth's a little fucked up or something. But she is
Mina
sexy.
Savari, bro.
Mina Savari.
Mina Savari. She would like shoot up.
What is she,
heroin and
Serbian?
listen to- maybe. I don't know. All I remember was
A
her
hot
time
Serbian babe.
listening to Tonight by Smashing Pumpkins, nodding out and eating honey packets in Loser, and then Jason Bateman being the proto like I can fix anybody. You know,
Proto
what
Scott
do you call him?
Pilgrim.
Yeah, exactly, bro. The proto Scott Pilgrim, and he's like, "What? What do you mean you like doing drugs instead of hanging out with me? Disgusting. You should really get your act together." She's like, "Dude, I sleep on the ground. Like, what are you doing?" And then he's like, "Oh, yeah, I just did your laundry and I took care of all 17 of your cats, and actually I did all your homework, and yeah, I got you some safer ecstasy because I noticed that you were doing research chemicals." And then she's like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have sex with this 45-year-old dude who has his life together, and he's gonna take me, to all these different countries and like approve me as like a main writer for his college." And he's like, "What? What do you mean? I thought we were gonna listen to Wheatus later inside of our fucking shed."
That's right, dude. That
Like,
was the Wheatus movie.
well, that's the Wheatus movie,
Yeah.
dude.
Shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking song.
Yeah,
the movie does
incredible.
not
Hey,
hold up.
dirtbag. That shit holds
Definitely.
up. That shit fucking holds up. I love that it became like synonymous with wrestling. Like that's where that song currently lives. Is in independent wrestling with Nate Webb. That shit.
Yep.
That's because of all the White Knights, dude. The crossover of White Knights and independent wrestling community love Jason Bateman and
Yeah.
Jason Briggs. Oh my god, I've been calling him the wrong thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go onto a female wrestler's Twitter.
Got him.
Male wrestling fans on Twitter make me want to be trans, so I can just denounce that entire gender of men.
Yeah, bro. Not all men. Certainly not me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you're
I
one
know,
of the good ones.
I know all three of us are like we're a trio of good ones.
Well, we're
Yeah, what can I
not. You
say?
just yell about it loudly, constantly, and people are like,
Yeah.
God, he's obnoxious. All he wants to do is take up space. He never listens to me. Why would I ever consider hanging out with him again? It's like you can't.
Yeah.
Look, 6
Another-
years from now, you can't go down the pipes. You know what I mean?
Another
I'm a real nice guy.
another big leftist Twitter personality just got outed as a sex pest like within the last couple hours. This
Really?
yeah, David was it Stoneman or something or Silverstone? It's some shit like that. He got outed as, you know, a guy in the DMs asking for hugs.
Oh,
He was giving like a 17-year-old girl a hug attack in the DMs and like sending her pictures of like Kirby with big muscular arms and said like, "Come
no.
here and give me a hug."
damn, dude.
And he's like tweet or DMing all these girls just like, if you ever need anything, if you ever need someone to talk to, if you ever need a hug, by God, you are beautiful.
And then they're like, "Oh, thanks, but I have a boyfriend." He's like, "You stupid fucking ugly bitch."
Yeah, you ugly fucking cunt. I hope your pussy turns on you and your ovaries become cancerous.
Bro, I love watching dudes get fucking outed with the DM with the chain of like, hey, how's it going?
Yep.
Hey, beautiful, how's it going?
Yeah.
Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. Oh, you stupid stuck-up
Did you
fucking
see the Walkman do shit?
No.
There's a restaurant like 4 blocks away from our apartment building, and it's like this old Indian dude. He owns it. It's called Walkman Do, and he got busted taking girls' orders and you know, taking their names and their addresses and looking them up on Facebook, and
Holy
messaging
shit.
them, and literally doing the "Hey, hello, are you there? Hi, you're beautiful."
Bob's and Vagine.
Yeah.
Why have you
Like,
not responded to this picture of my penis?
He's like,
Yeah.
"Since you were online hour 10 minutes ago, no response. I guess that means I must go over to the dreaded button that says delete."
Oh,
he was
dude.
sending selfies to women, and one of them turned out. My girlfriend's in the service industry. I don't want to say what she do, but fucking one of the girls is her client, and I can't wait to hear you know, I can't wait for that drama. I can't wait to
Yeah,
hear
the
that
scoop.
hot gossip straight
Yeah.
from the horse's mouth.
Dude, you got to get a picture of that dick, bro. We were collecting dick pics on Kirsty's Snapchat like 5 years ago. And they
Selfies.
go quickly, bro.
Oh yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
come in quick.
My me and my girlfriend, like back before we were dating, she'd let me go on her OkCupid profile, and you know, I would message a whole bunch of men, and I would give them my phone number, and just to see how quickly I could get a dick pic sent to my phone. So I'd be like, "Hey, sexy, here's my phone number. I'm so horny." Like 20 seconds, there'd be a fucking hard throbbing dick in my iMessages.
They're the coppers.
I have 'em
copper
all
scrappers,
saved.
bro.
I have all the conversations saved. There was like one in which I kept sending the guy pictures of you, Joey, but it was you like wearing like a child sweater, and I kept trying to tell the guy, he was like, "It's like, you're talking to a 50-year-old boy. Here's my real picture," and it was like you in like a child's turtle sweater.
Oh, nice, bro. That's from the Pittsburgh trip when we were taking pictures for those dudes trying to
Yeah.
meet up in the alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times, bro. Good times.
That
Turns
was
out
fun,
not very
bro.
warm.
No.
You wear a child's sweater into Pittsburgh in the dead of winter. Woo, boy. Complaining.
That
Bro,
poor
remember-
guy, dude. What kind of business was it? Like a Chinese restaurant?
Indian
Oh,
restaurant.
yeah. Indian restaurant.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
a Neapolitan. I don't know. It's like Himalayan food.
Yeah. My
Neapolitese or
set
some shit.
Bob's and Vagine comment is very spot on. there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't intend for it to be racially charged, but
Well,
uh,
what are you gonna do?
it's his
Wow.
fault. It's not mine. You know?
No,
Uh,
yes. Hey,
Walkman do, bro.
Yeah.
it
Walkman
just
do.
so happens that the Indian restaurant owner just so happened to write down the numbers and names of the women that were calling. And
Walkman Do sounds like a very badly crafted George Lucas Star Wars character that's racist.
Yeah, like Watto.
Yeah.
like a Chinese jazz musician.
Yeah.
But
I just like
I guess they do delivery, and like he kept bothering this girl like through like the DoorDash app or whatever, and so like he came to her house to deliver her food, and she sent her friend to go like to the door to get the food. And like, you know, like 10 minutes later, he got on the messenger on Facebook, who was just like, "You think you're so clever sending somebody else to the door? I'm on to you."
Dude, that guy fucking rocks. Unironically. Like, dude, to be like that bold about shit, just putting your fucking business on the line, no fucks given.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's way bolder than what I'll ever do. Like, I'm afraid to say certain things on the internet. That guy just gives no fucks.
Yeah, he kept saying, he's like, "Do you think it's wrong for me to talk to you? My wife knows exactly what I'm doing, and she is registered Bernie Democrat."
Oh, no.
damn, bro, I love him.
She's
I
a
take it
Bernie crat.
I take it back. I love that man.
He was married the whole time?
Yeah, married,
Oh,
had
my
kids.
God, that's so cool.
Sending the most unappetizing like selfies of all time. It's just him like walking out of like fucking Restaurant Depot, fucking with like an unbuttoned fucking dress shirt. Just hello.
Is this public yet? Was it on the Yipsy?
Yeah, it's on the Ipsy group.
Oh, nice.
Just go to the group and
Nice.
type in Walkman Do, and you'll find the thread.
Not bad, baby. Not too bad, Kiki. You know?
Walkman Do, baby.
Old Walkman Do. You pulled an old Walkman Do
Yeah.
on her, huh? You followed her home.
I think that's what I'm about to do after this pod.
You delivered her some Chipotle off DoorDash. You
Yep.
thought she was sexy. You memorized the address, and you showed up later. That's you gave her the old Walkman Do, did you?
No.
I wish the
So-
fucking girl at the grocery store did that to me, dude. She commented the shit or complimented the shit out of me, and then I choked and I didn't get her number. I wish she Walkman Dude me, dude.
He just stared at the ground. You're like,
Yeah. I was just like, yeah, Vietnam War. Ain't that something?
hey, you ever
Like,
see
what?
Platoon?
Yeah.
It seems to be going really well. Have you ever
Yeah.
seen Platoon?
You wanna come over and watch Ken Burns? Vietnam?
Oh, bro, I just got on Netflix yesterday. Secret Operations, y'all. Watch the fucking episode about how much weaponry every single vehicle that carts around the president has.
Oh yeah,
Holy
they're
shit.
like the president drives around in the Batmobile for real. They got like fucking twin turbo machine guns, fucking like in those fucking things. They're like,
Oh.
it's like fucking like 2 feet of fucking bulletproof metal, and every one of those like I think they're called like Cadillac ones.
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
what was it? That's the they got the Cadillac one. They've got the bus was the craziest one, dude. They were talking about how Barack Obama would go from like the limousine that had 2 gallons of his blood stored underneath the
seat?
Yeah, like on and like automatic machine guns that came outside of the back of it, you know what I mean? Like would like pull down like through the windows, like in Dawn of the Dead and shit.
Mhm.
And then he would get onto a bus that had a fucking rocket launcher on there and multiple like was it like missile deterrent? Like
Jesus.
they would shoot other missiles into the air, and if the missile's coming like a heat seeker,
Yeah.
it would just hit that in midair. And it was like, now let me. All right, so let me just throw a hypothetical out here for you. You're driving in a parade of people, right? And they're all watching Barack Obama drive by, and they're like, "Oh wow, he's coming to see us," you know what I mean? And then someone shoots off from
A
heat seeking
firework, a
And
Roman
then-
candle.
they throw those into the air, right? And like it shows it shows like the 3D like video of how it would like the demonstration video, and it shoots out, and because it's like out of a moving car, it like kind of like has a problem like fixing. It's like it's fly into the air, and it's just like, bro, if that thing flies like 3, maybe like 4.5 feet off of the ground, you know what I mean, and a fucking missile hits it, like you're kind of doing a lot more bad than good, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're wiping out a good portion of the city.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's kind of.
They're pretty much in like a twisted metal vehicle. just ready
Yeah,
to go.
yeah, he's driving around in Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna become the president so I could get my arms replaced with extremely
Yeah.
large tires.
Large tires.
I've been saying for a long time, man, if Donald Trump just goes ahead and weaponizes, monster trucks for the military, like I'd be on board to vote for him.
Yeah.
Obama. One, we can agree that Obama's a fucking pussy using drones on Syrian children and fucking Syrian fucking innocent people. If fucking Donald Trump fucking had an aircraft carrier, bring the Gravedigger and all of his homies, crustacean, Bigfoot, whatever, to Syria, fucking drop them off. They drive through the desert to a little village in Syria and fucking crush everybody's homes, everyone's fucking bodies. Like the whole city is fucking decimated by these big ass trucks with these big ass tires. That's a vote for Donald Trump from old Vinny Trotto.
Just that fucking generic riff that plays like on loop when you beat the game in Twisted Metal and they're doing the
Yeah.
storyline. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just riffing on the loudspeakers. They're just.
I'm kind of
Drop in the
thinking
sky.
it's that song by Sleep that's in Gummo. You know what I'm talking about? That heavy riff.
Oh, is that Sleep?
Yeah, that's Sleep.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
Some real stoner metal as these
Yeah.
things are just cruising 120 miles per hour in the fucking desert, just getting ready to crush fucking like Sammy for Syria, mobile hospitals and shit. Just
That's what,
wiping out schools, wiping out elementary schools, that's cool shit.
That's what Israel's doing with all the money we're sending them. They're just
Building
stocking up
monster
on
trucks.
Monster trucks.
Based off of the Gravedigger and all of the
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, that's how they're dealing with the Palestinian menace.
It's like the
Gravedigger,
rebuttal
but
to the
it's evil.
Pakistani. Was it the Pakistani black market? The guns.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's a Smith and Wesson. I mean, no, it's not made by that company, but who cares? Like, oh, yeah, okay, that works out for me.
Yeah.
Everything checks out here. You know what I'm saying?
The crustacean with a yarmulke on, just plowing over Palestinians.
Crustacean was one of my favorite monster trucks at Monster Jam. Come out to Rock Lobster.
Yeah.
El Toro was pretty sick too with the bullhorns. I like the gimmick monster trucks more so than just like, oh, this is Bigfoot. It's a big ass Ford truck.
Yeah.
Gay. That is a gay truck.
I don't know. I mean, now if it was like a small, like a Ranger, I mean, like a '94 Ranger with those big ass treads on there, whoo, boy, you can get me in the driver's seat, no
All
problem.
right, yeah, that'd be pretty
No problem.
sweet.
I'm curious how Gravedigger became like the household name.
It had a lot to do with the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Because
They use his imagery
it's
top
like,
to
whoa,
bottom.
whoa. Undertaker, he's one of the biggest wrestlers in the fucking world. You're telling me you got a truck that does the same fucking thing as the Undertaker?
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well, I was thinking, I was like, is it some wrestling shit where like they get pushed, and that guy was just top guy? Because I feel like anyone could probably drive like him that's already doing that.
Are you saying that fucking Monster Jam is fixed?
It could be kayfabe, but yeah, dude, like, who decided that guy was king shit? I don't know. I don't know how the politics of the industry work.
Damn, I heard a little ludicrous reference there, Cody.
What?
Remember in Word of Mouth when she's the royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Oh,
Thank you, king shit.
Yeah.
They got on every Monster Jam tour, they have two Gravediggers. They have the OG Gravedigger, and then they have like the tribute to Gravedigger truck.
Yeah.
The Gravedigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about the Gravedigger.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was like
bro.
one of the first episodes. I forgot all about
dude.
that.
Damn. Oh man, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the Boys Motherfucking Shooting Club. Now with less cigarette breaks.
Yeah, really. There's no cigarette
Yeah.
breaks no more. Huh?
Well, just keep going, baby.
You're
Keep
just
going.
itching for one the whole time, and me and Vinny are just here.
I was telling him early episodes. I said, man, smoking cigarettes puts me at ease. I hate being at ease. I don't feel like I'm performing when I'm at ease. You know what I'm saying? That's why you
Mhm.
sleep on the floor under the desk, dude. You don't sleep on the
It's why you stay in a marriage for 10 extra years after the love is gone.
Look at John Darnell, dude. The Mountain Goats. Those albums would have been fucking horrible if he wasn't miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not great now, but
Mhm.
there's some songs.
You got to suffer for excellence.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
That's why it's a good thing that a lot of those 14-year-old girls didn't reply to Connor Oberst's DMs on fucking MySpace back in the day.
Woo! Damn.
We would never have gotten Fevers and Mirrors. You know what I mean?
Connor Oberst doing the "Hey, good morning, beautiful." You stupid fucking bitch.
That motherfucker has weaponized emojis. I'm sure he's terrorized Omaha, Nebraska, the college scene, the high school scene. He has absolutely terrorized those young women with emojis.
Yeah.
Dude, we got the homie on the inside scoop, Kody. She tells us about everybody that's tried to have sex with her when she was underage at these shows and shit. And she's like, "Oh, Jesse Lacey, yep. Connor Oberst, check. Dan Deacon, real asshole." And I'm like, "Well, you're gonna have to put him in the fucking same vein as the rapists."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
A lot of people do like just put jerks in there with fucking pedophiles in the same category.
Bro, it happened the other day. I was hanging out and this girl's like, she's talking about how this dude, because we were talking about how this dude got his ass kicked for like a misunderstanding or whatever. And then they're like, what did she say? She's like, yeah, dude, like, yeah, you know, he deserved it though. He was a rapist. And I was like, wait, are you serious? Like he committed a rape? And she's like, yeah. He would like these girls would come over to his house and then he would flirt with them, you know what I mean? And like when they would go to bed, he would try to go to sleep with them. And I was like, oh, a sleep creep. And she's like, yeah. And it's like, that's not the same thing as raping somebody, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm crazy here, and maybe I didn't get the full context, but it sounded like, when I was like, they went to bed together. And like, he was like maybe like trying something. I don't know. I don't want to defend anybody here, but if anybody's gonna say he's a rapist and it doesn't go with he raped somebody or he raped this girl, I think I think the term's getting thrown out a little hot. You know what I mean?
In 2020, the drunk sleep snugglers are being deemed rapists.
We call them the platonic sleepovers, dude. We call them
the platonic sleepover guys. Those guys are in fucking serious trouble in 2020.
Oh, bro. I shudder to think, dude, how many back rubbers are gonna get fucking thrown under the fucking grill. You know what I mean? Feet in the coals.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's something called like grave rape. You hear about that?
No.
I guess it's to define people like that, where it's like a gray area of like being too drunk and things like that.
Okay.
I was reading about that. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a fine term to throw out rather than calling somebody a full-blown rapist.
He's a gray
a gray rape, dude. A gray rape is like, it's like being in a relationship and like, you're horny, so you ask your girlfriend like, let's fuck, and she says, no, I don't want to, and then you go, if you don't fuck me, then you don't love me. Yeah. And so she begrudgingly like pulls her panties down and says, all right, you can just hurry up and come. I don't want to do this, but whatever, just fuck me real quick. That's great rape.
Yeah.
Damn, a grape.
A grape, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
That's great rape, yeah.
Or
whoa.
So yeah,
just chip the coffee cup.
That's what they call a Magilla gorilla. You know what I mean?
Want to have sex. If you don't, you're not getting to ride to work at 6 a.m.
You don't suck my dick. All my Burn Sublime fucking CDs are off limits to you.
Out the window, toots. Damn, dude, he's a rapist.
Did you hear about the Tucker Carlson thing? The Fox News guy?
Yeah, his ghostwriter was just like an 8chan dude.
Yep, like super fucking racist.
Yeah,
and they posted all the quotes in all of his posts. And they are pretty hot.
Yeah, he was saying some fucking shit.
Some spicy hard ends, some Asian jokes. Going hard. Yeah,
for real?
Yeah,
none of them were publicly
denounced him.
Did Tucker denounce him?
Yeah, they went on TV and like denounced the guy, said he was wrong.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
He had,
shit.
he had like a real cool World of Warcraft player look to him too. People were making.
I
fun.
never seen a picture of him. I guess. I
Oh
gotta look
yeah,
him up.
World of Warcraft player. You know, like the skinny little oval glasses, like a
Mhm.
little like plaid button up shirt. I knew a lot of these guys.
Bro,
Yeah.
being part of the community.
Yeah.
CNN posted his top quote right in the first paragraph. It says, Blake Neff responded to a thread by another user in 2018 with the subject line, "Would you let a jet black Congo N-word do LASIK surgery on you for 50% off?" Neff replied, "I wouldn't get LASIK from an Asian for free, so no." And that's all he said.
What?
On June 5th, he wrote, "Black dudes staying inside playing Call of Duty is probably the biggest factor keeping crime down." Like, just openly super fucking racist shit.
Just at the open mic, dude. What the hell is this dude?
Yeah.
Damn.
That was on June 5th. So, like, that was like a
Jesus.
couple weeks ago. He said the Call of Duty thing.
Yeah.
And, they got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
All I got to say about this is anything to take the eyes off Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I heard that they're moving her from cell to cell and prison to prison to like keep her like confused or something, like so she can't talk to a lawyer because the lawyer can't find where the fuck she's at. I heard that they're deploying some psyop fucking tactics on her.
But I was going into the live feed, you know what I mean? I was doing a little deep digging online, and it turns out that she has completely embodied Harley Quinn, head to toe, and she calls Epstein Mr. J and like cries just endlessly to this picture that she has, like basically a mantle.
Yeah.
Where she painted him up to have like, you know, like the Why So Serious lipstick on and shit like that.
She's demanding to have her court date postponed until her hair's long enough to do little pigtails.
Split dye too.
Yeah.
Down the line, you know, carrying a giant hammer with her everywhere she goes. A mallet.
Epstein as the Joker. You would have made a good Joker.
Hey, sure
Quinn did pretty all right, you know. But I think Jeff, man.
Damn,
I saw someone on Facebook. They were like, "Why is everyone caring about Will Smith? He's a rapist." And I was like, "What?" And then they were like talking about how he flew on Epstein's black book list.
Oh, so he's a rapist.
Yeah. And I like saw the list that this person had posted of like names on the book, but I don't think it's fucking real. I think I think someone made a fake list because there were some names on there that like Eminem was on there.
No.
Listed as Marshall Mathers the third.
No.
I remember
Yeah, I was like,
seeing the black book list, like the actual like photocopy. Yeah. Marshall wasn't on there.
Robert Downey Jr. was on there. Made me
Marshall
sad.
has no need for child sex.
Yeah, I unironically don't think Eminem would ever do that. I just doesn't. It
He's
doesn't
a good
line
guy.
up, you know? Yeah.
Somebody who grew up in the same area as him. We don't have any desire for child sex in fucking Southeast Michigan. That's not it's not a part of our culture.
I'm
here.
against giving guys the pass. You know, like, oh, he's a cool guy. He never did anything to me, but I'm gonna give that pass to Eminem. You know,
If you go down 8 Mile Road, you'll find every type of prostitute except child.
Yeah.
Bro, amen. Although we do have a very large percentage in sex trafficking that goes into Canada.
Yeah, huge.
Windsor, bunch of goddamn perverts.
We
dude.
had-
you know what I'm saying?
We had an entire motel in Dearborn that was taken over by sex traffickers. It was like a Victory Inn. It had like 32 rooms and only like 2 were available like to be rented out by the average person coming up off the street. The rest housed like anywhere from like 4 to 5 different women. And when the cops like finally like raided it and busted it down, like these women were living in piles and piles of needles. Because these dudes were just keeping them doped up 24/7, so they didn't have the energy to fight. It was like,
I thought they just
were like
loved
living
Saw
in
2.
dog cages and shit. It was some Saw shit for real.
I thought they just wanted to be Jigsaw. You know what I mean? They rode in on, they put a little doll on a bicycle, and they're like, tomorrow morning you're going to be shipped. Never mind. Anyway, anyway.
I think the dude's still like on like the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. His name was Ghost. He got tipped off that like the motel was getting raided, and like he took off. And there's like billboards all over Detroit. Like if you have any info, like there's like a $50,000 reward. It's some crazy shit. But everybody knew that motel was fucked up, and the strip club next to it. Like that's where like my
Bad
friend.
vibes.
That's where my friend, like my disabled friend from like high school, would go to like get hand jobs from like a 50-year-old woman. He'd go to that strip club.
Sure, dude. What's the problem? You know what I mean?
He got a raw deal. He went there for like his like 22nd birthday. He got real fucked up. He already had 2 DUIs, so he did the responsible thing. He got jacked off, and then he just went to go sleep in the car. He woke up at like 7 in the morning, because when you wake up in a fucking car drunk, that sun does something to you. It beats on you the wrong way. So he woke up. He's like, all right, I slept a little bit. I'm gonna drive home. He pulls out of the strip club, just crashes into the curb, blows out his tire, and a cop just like was right there. And the cop's like, oh, you have a flat tire? I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna help you change it. And she's like, have you been drinking?
Get in the paddy wagon.
Get back here, you little rascal.
I learned at Wenner's, the bar in Clinton Township, what Kid Rock sings about fondly, went from drink specials at Wenner's to eating 5-star dinners.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about? I was over there, and this dude was telling me about how he got into a car accident down the road, like because the freeway's right off. It's like right off the freeway.
Yeah.
He got into a car accident down the road, like hit the guardrail or something, was blasted, rolled down the hill. You know what I mean? To get onto the other side of town. Went into the bar and called up the cops and was like, I just totaled my car, and like had a couple of drinks, and was like, and a drink while I wait for him. What's the problem? Like, oh my God. He nailed it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, they're not gonna bust you, dude. I'm drinking at the bar. You know what I mean? I had a couple of drinks while I'm waiting for him.
Yeah.
All checks out, baby.
Yep, I learned that tactic on cops. A dude crashed into like a fucking an exit ramp, and he just fucking left, walked down the street, went to the bar, had some drinks. Cops were there. He comes back. He's like, "What's the problem, officer?" He's like, "Is this your car?" He's like, "Oh yeah. I smashed into that, and I was a little shaken up. I went to the bar, had a couple drinks."
That's
And
awesome.
the cop had to let him go. He's like, "Well, you can't get back in the car and drive. Well, you're free to go. I can't prove, but I know that you did this drug." He's like, "That's just assumptions, officer, and that's an ugly, ugly thing that you're doing."
You make an ass out of you and me when you assume, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll help you push it to the side of the road, but you gotta go.
You gotta get the fuck out of here. Now. Dude, Joey Quaid did something. Oh, man, Joey Quaid, a real one. We slept with this dude, and we were all underage. We were slamming these beers. Boilermakers. You ever have a Boilermaker?
Yup.
Take
I
cheap
beer
beer, cheap
bong.
whiskey.
Roman. I beer bonged the Boilermaker, like Red Dog and Canadian Club. And I was drinking. I was like hitting on my friend's like beautiful cousin, gorgeous woman. And so I did the Boilermaker. I was trying to impress her, and I remember waking up in like my friend's car next to her in the back seat in the parking lot of a CVS at 7:30 in the morning. I woke up. I just started puking all over her. all over her, like, and I just remember trying to apologize while there's like fucking like Little Caesars pizza and fucking crazy bread coming out of my body.
Damn, good look, bro. Good look.
Yeah.
So we're drinking Boilermakers in my buddy's apartment, and like he's got these big bay windows where like you can come and see him from the inside, from the outside, like in the parking lot. And these two cops roll up and they shine the flashlights in, and we're like, "Oh shit!" And we all throw our beers down on the table as soon as we can. It's like, packed, little like apartment room, real tiny. And I walked into Ken's room, pretended to watch him and his old lady play World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? Dodging the police, and they
Good
came.
alibi.
They all brought us out, like, come on, and there's bongs everywhere, whatever, and they line us all up in there, and they're like, we're going to need some IDs. And I started to pull out our IDs, and Quaid, like a fucking real one, he's like, why you got to check their IDs? And they're like, well, I see a lot of alcohol here, and these people look a little young to be drinking. And he's like, why would you need to see their IDs? Those are my beers, and he's like looking at like 25 beers and like an open like half gallon of whiskey on the table, and he's like, "That's all yours?" And he's like, "You mean to tell me you've been drinking all these open beers?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got out of work. I had a hard day. I bought a 30-pack. I've been drinking since I got out, and I'm drunk as fuck." And he like gives him the ID, and the like, well, all right, I can't really, he's being very assertive, so he just kind of
I
like
have crippling alcoholism, sir.
I can't argue it, dude. You couldn't argue it. It's like, yeah, and so like just went through, and we all got out scot-free. We continued drinking the second
God bless him. God bless him.
Ever tell you about how I got like out of getting arrested for underage drinking by lying about being straight edge to a cop?
Nope.
Yeah, we were doing a house show at this kid's house whose parents went out of town, and the bands were playing in the kitchen, and it was only like 20 of us, like it was like friends only, and all these, like, I guess the parents caught wind of it somehow and called the cops to the house, and like 10 cop cars came and lined every single person up against the wall, and they were like, "All right, ID's out." And I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm fucked." And they my friends were in the band, and I was like, "Hey, I'm with the bands. Can I go?" And then I was like, "Yeah, I'm straight edge. I didn't drink it all." And then he yelled up the balcony to the other cop and was like, "We got a straight edge roadie down here. You go?" And he's like, "Yup." And then I was let off just for that. Like, and I knew all the people in the line, and they looked at me like, "Motherfucker."
That's awesome.
I just like, whatever, dude.
I'm straight edge too, actually.
Yeah, this is a straight edge gig.
Damn,
Don't mind the PBR cans everywhere in the kitchen.
Like, my man is out of step here. Can we get him upstairs?
You could get a lot of people out of trouble by selling straight edge roadie T-shirts.
Yeah.
A classic move in Michigan. I know Vinny's been here. Did we hide in the fucking drywall? Dude, you hide at the asbestos, dude. You hide at the fucking the insulation, you know.
Yeah,
Good.
if there's like a cellar in the house and the roof where it's just you and the asbestos up there, like that's the safest place you could be.
Oh yeah, or in the basement where like if you go into like like the laundry room and then like there's that piece of drywall that doesn't connect all the way and you just slide in there, dude. Bro, breathed in a little bit of fiberglass in my day. Who hasn't?
Yeah, Newport, baby. Just a Newport cigarette every time you think of a little breath in and some fiberglass. Don't even worry about it. Mesothelioma and shit, it's not real.
Bro, this melanoma shit is freaking me the fuck out.
I breathed in a bunch of like asbestos. So did you, Joey. We both took a whole. Remember when we fucking were tearing up the tile in my grandpa's basement? And we didn't know it was asbestos tile, and we're just down there with masks half on our faces, just fucking like my grandpa's basement flooded. We were cleaning it out, and all the asbestos tile was coming loose, and we were trying to throw it out, and I was like, it'll probably be quicker if we just take these shovels and bash it all up so it's little pieces. And you're like, that's smart. So we're down there just banging apart asbestos tiles, no idea. Then fucking I conned a church group into coming over and like finishing cleaning the basement, and they're like, "Yeah, we won't touch these tiles." And I was like, "Why? It's just tiles." Like, this is asbestos tile. This is very dangerous. And I was like, me and my friends were just banging this shit apart with shovels. Are we gonna be okay?
Cut to like 3 days of us just listening to like "I Ain't Got Time" by Tyler the Creator and just like whipping tiles into the air to go into the dumpster and just like covered in dust. I ain't got time. But these day goes. Better throw a clock at the door. Yeah, well, Cody, it's like the fear of the fever, dude. It's all about up here, baby. The asbestos hasn't gotten me yet.
Yeah.
I could actually breathe better now that I've quit cigarettes and have inhaled a bunch of asbestos than prior to that.
Yeah, cleaned you out.
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
When you breathe in asbestos, it actually like takes the grime that was built on from smoking cigarettes and you breathe it back out.
Yeah,
strategy.
Like a force field.
It's like it's like fucking Chris Angel magic. This shit.
Mind free. Bro, I love Mind Free because it's literally just like some dude on a date watching his girlfriend want to have sex with a dude in fishnets and like eye makeup. You know what I mean?
Cool.
It's like,
Yeah.
He's like,
That
hey,
guy
hey,
probably
hold on a second,
fucks so much.
You know he does.
Yeah, still.
He's
Oh,
used
yeah.
magic to manipulate women into fucking.
Is that gray rape?
That's great, dude.
That's great, bro. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Right, bro.
What him and David Blaine, I actually think it was either David Blaine or David Copperfield did get some allegations thrown against them. It's just these magic dudes are using magic for evil.
They're like, look, officer, I use Ativan to really embrace the show. You know what I mean? You got to get the suspension of disbelief out of there.
Yeah.
I've got all of this Ambien because I'm a mind freak. What do you mean?
Not everybody's like fucking Penn and Teller using magic for good and comedy to get a laugh and maybe learn something. You know,
Yeah.
people like Chris Angel, David Blaine, David Copperfield, Siegfried and Roy, just using magic for sadistic sexual purposes that I don't agree
Yeah.
with. Magic used to be sacred art.
Yep.
Who knew that magicians were insidious creatures nowadays?
Horrible.
Bothering you at the
Teller.
bar.
Down with Great Malenko. The others?
Yeah.
No.
Penn and Teller, I think it was Teller, got his dick sucked in the bathroom by Adriana.
The one who doesn't fucking talk?
Yeah.
so funny.
Chris losing his goddamn mind because she sucked one of their dicks is one of the funniest moments in the
Bro, that move that Chris did is a fucking classic Dago move. Don't
Yeah.
even pretend like it ain't, dude.
Never-
Don't even pretend you don't fucking bait.
Oh, you
haven't baited.
never ask your girlfriends about the guys they fucked. You never
No.
avoid
It
it.
ruins the night. It ruins the night. You
I
like to think
refuse
you're
to
progressive
answer any
and cool.
questions about me and other women. Refuse unless I'm on a podcast, and then I just talk and
Yeah.
say too much shit that I shouldn't say.
Yep.
on
You
a very
know?
public forum.
A very
Yeah.
public forum with people downloading, analyzing it. You know,
Leaving
cares?
breadcrumbs to find
cares?
out who you had.
Who cares? I got like 8 pounds of asbestos living in my lungs, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah. My left nut hurts. I got nothing to lose.
Podcasting is my BMX biking. You know, I gotta live on the edge. It's the only way I
Yeah.
get adrenaline anymore. It's like talking on this
Yeah.
podcast, saying horrible words. They make me feel alive.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just saying, you go and watch Place Beyond the Pines. You might go get a dirt bike this week.
Yep.
got the
I
money.
was feeling it, dude. I saw how fast he was going, dude.
Yep.
When he whipped onto the road.
Going like 60 to 80, dude, on a fucking dirt bike.
Oh, that looks fucking fun.
I want to
dude.
buy one so fucking bad.
I thought
and
you
yo,
got one today
I-
from the stories. I was like,
I
damn,
was
that was
saying-
quick, Cody.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to fucking do that. I was like saying today, if my Trump money hits, dude, why not? Like not the Trump money, the I got the unemployment assistance. Like if I get that lump sum,
PUI, baby.
yeah, like I'll drop fucking $6,000 on a nice ass street legal bike.
Holy
Get
shit,
the
dude, that's
fuck-
so check.
If they extend
Nuts.
PUI, dude, they extend PUI, dude. I might get one of them electronic bicycles like you got. Might get a Tesla.
Yeah, bro.
How much? Yeah, it's only like $100 to throw like a payment down on like a Cybertruck. Might put me up one of them.
Oh my god, dude, that shit is so fucking sick. The Kavinsky cars.
Yeah.
You talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm not anti-Tesla. I drove behind a Tesla car today, and I was like, man, we're kind of like the same people. I'm just a poorer version on a bike that's electric instead of a car.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
I just
not
want. I would
it's
do
not a
anything.
four-person bike.
I would do anything to fucking be small. Get like the little charging station off the highway.
Yeah.
Fucking just looking at gas guzzlers and shit for like, because it takes like 2 hours to charge up the car. Just like
Yeah.
leaned up with my arms crossed on that fucking thing for two and a half hours. Going into the
Shaking your
travel
head.
plaza on the Ohio Turnpike and just acting condescendingly and shitty to all the people in line at Burger King up in there.
I like what y'all got going though, bro. Like how the Jeeps, they all got their special wave, and then like if you drive like an electric car, you guys just pat yourselves on the back. You know what I mean? Like through the window, you're like,
We salute each other. We
we
care about the world.
Yeah, dude. Unlike these mongoloids ordering hollandaise in their fucking pickup trucks at the rest stop.
Yeah. The Tesla
want-
truck is dope.
I would
though.
start smoking again if I ever got a Tesla. I'd smoke inside of it with the windows up.
with children in the back.
Yeah, I want,
That's pretty damn funny.
I want $100,000 car to smoke inside of it.
Now that's status.
That's pretty
You know what I
cool.
mean? I've only ever wanted, as far as a car goes, man, other than an El Camino. I remember fond memories, Uncle Kelly, right? And he had the cooler. These were earlier times. You don't got to throw judgment. He had the cooler in the back filled with Budweiser classics, ice cold. and we'd be listening to Toxicity on it, in his Taurus. He'd be driving about 80 miles an hour in the 40, beating the living shit out of his steering wheel, and I'd be handing him beers. It was, oh my God, it was a bonding experience like you wouldn't believe, dude.
That rocks.
Yeah, if I could be half the man Uncle Kelly was, bro. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I was serious when I sent you guys a picture of that Rolls Royce fucking Phantom. Like, you know, if we all threw down on this, man, we could just take turns driving it.
Yep.
It's not a bad idea.
$250,000 car. That's just like what, 3 Mega Millions tickets?
Or a good night of Keno.
Yeah, that could be a great night at Keno. Fucking drive around in a Rolls Royce Phantom.
Guess the 5
That'd be
number,
tight.
bro. Guess the 5 number. You'll be rolling away.
Yeah,
clean.
just play like your grandma's birthday and your grandma's death day, and fucking, next thing you know, Rolls Royce Phantom, Tesla, Apple computers.
Yes, sir.
Fucking incredible.
I can't. I'm on an Apple right now, bro. I can't ever see going past 2010. You know what I mean? Like the 2010 is like where I cut it off on. I think my iPod's from around that time period too. It's like that's it, baby. That's a good year for Macs.
I want to get my my iPod from 2004 fucking working again.
Damn,
that thing was a piece of ass of technology.
We're talking about getting Zunes, bro. Getting back on.
I never liked Zune, dude.
How about the iPod Classic, yo?
The interface,
iPod Classic is what the fuck is up.
I had one. I sold it on eBay like last year, but I got like $120 for it still.
Damn, with the click wheel?
Yeah.
If you had a working click wheel, I'd pay $120 for an iPod.
I got a classic right now. My 2004 fucking iPod, like the original fucking iPod. The click wheel and shit still works, but I think the battery dies in like 2 seconds. Like the battery's completely fucked.
I was lucky. I scored one for like not too much money. I ended up profiting off that sale technically, but like fucking worked perfectly and was 160 gigs, dude. So
holy shit, bro.
But like my fucking music library is gigantic, so I couldn't fit everything, and I hated updating it, so I just sold it.
Damn, I love updating the iPod, dude. I love the bar. You follow the bar all the way up, and you're like,
that blue bar,
soon,
baby.
Soon. Yeah. Or like when you think your iPod's broken because like it dies, and it dies like to the point where it's been in the car for like 6 months, and then you go to plug it in, you're like, well, I guess this is never working. That battery will never show up, and it's
kicks. You see that Apple kick on, baby?
It feels so
you just
good.
Leave it there
dude.
for 30 minutes, and then you see a light out of the corner of your eye. Heart skips a beat, baby.
Yes, sir.
Been there so many times. Yeah.
Oh man, that's some good shit.
I think it's about time to wrap her up. I think we're about an hour and a half in.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, we started a little bit
Something
before
like that.
9.
I think we started a little after 9, didn't we?
You
Oh no,
think?
you're right. 8:50. 8:50.
Yeah,
You're right.
It was
You're right.
Yeah. 8:55, man.
Shit.
We started talking about I Love New York.
Oh well, you'll tune in this week, shooters, because there's gonna be a hell of a lot more of that on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, patreon.com/boys shooting club. We're gonna get the film club fucking going for the Podsmack elite motherfucking shooters. Crank 2 High Voltage is on the agenda. Once we just gotta agree, if we're gonna just torrent the fucking movie and hit play at the same time, or if we're gonna try some of this other technological bullshit. We'll get it figured out.
I'm gonna come over wrapped in saran wrap and just sit on the couch as days of old.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea.
It's not bad, dude. I'll sit
My
on the floor
uncle
if I have to.
left a knife over here, so I will be able to cut you air holes in your cellophane cocoon.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Like, so you're not gonna let me turn out to be like those two old men in Lucky Number 11.
No, you ain't gotta worry about nothing like that. We'll make sure that you have sufficient air holes.
I'm always scared of getting saran wrap because of that damn movie, dude.
I won't
You
fuck with
imagine?
it, dude. I've seen some porno where like the girls all wrapped up to cellophane to like a pole in a basement. I'm not fucking with that. That ain't
Oh,
that
Nothing
sounds
is
like
like-
some gray shit that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Great.
But
Yeah,
you can
bro.
find me on Steam, Lion Ghoul, man. Fucking all I'm doing playing Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. That's the only fucking thing in my life that's really taken off for me is getting better at that game.
Yep.
I spent $45 on the Steam servers the other day. I go through and I've got games I've wanted since childhood, and I go to play them, and I feel absolutely nothing, dude. I just keep scrolling. I'm like,
Yep.
not interested.
Back to the feed, baby.
Not interested
That's
here,
the
dude.
beauty of having a Steam library is saying no to all 200 of your games.
You do it too?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to play shit, dude. I don't think I like video games. I played
Yeah.
Dragon Quest the other day again, and I was like, this is fun. But like, then I went to go play something else, and I was like, damn, I don't know why I liked these for like.
No, you
10
get
minutes.
you get a $2,000 gaming computer to just scroll fucking websites, scroll Reddit, and like endlessly, and just reading shit you don't care about forever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cody,
Well-
what's your Steam? You want to plug anything? The stickers?
Yeah. Instagram, underscores between each word, celibate and eager to come. I'm making T-shirts of the Unabomber design. I just got the text right now, so they'll be like 16 to 18 bucks, give or take. Black Gildan, yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
This is gonna be quality streetwear.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, bro.
Supreme Unabomber clothing. That's not a bad idea for a shirt design. Just the Supreme box logo, and it just says Unabomber.
Oh,
That's not
yeah.
bad.
Damn,
That's
you
not
can make one that
bad.
says Dorner too, dude. Oh shit, we're giving shooters. Oh,
Yep,
bro.
yep.
Oh,
Yep,
bro.
we
Okay.
did.
Cool,
High
cool.
IQ idea. Yep. All right. Well, that's
Shit.
all.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
All right, and shooters, I want to interject. We're talking about the movie night. Stick tight because after Crank 2, I'm really trying to get a viewing of Nothing to Lose, starring Martin Lawrence and
That's
Tim
an
Robbins.
amazing movie,
Yeah, we'll
Bro.
get that on there.
dude.
We'll make a
Scatman
list.
scene.
Yo, with the tarantula.
Yep, one of my favorite fucking movies as a kid growing up because it's all I had. It was like I had a VHS copy I watched like 30 times.
Hell yeah.
Damn, dude. Oh, the movie's
Now
so
that I
goddamn good.
look
dude.
at myself as an adult, I think I kind of look. If I had a lollipop in my mouth, I kind of look like the bad guy in that movie.
Oh, Dr. Cox. Yeah, dude. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
dude. Fuck.
Oh, Cody, you gotta start
Hell
wearing a brown
yeah.
duster.
Shit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna get Martin Lawrence earrings for the Patreon episode, dude,
Nice.
so we can get like 'cause,
Good,
Vinny, you
good
got a
ass idea.
very, you got a very Tim Robbins height on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 6'5", easily,
It's nice.
easily. So we can, full circle. Anyway,
Yeah.
You want to plug anything, Joey? Your Steam? Your
no,
all right.
no, I'm good.
We're, I'm gonna
buy
find
the
out
Unabomber
tomorrow.
t-shirts.
I'm gonna find out tomorrow about the boys shooting club T-shirts. I got a full day at the auto shop just fucking staring at a fucking wall. So I'm gonna do some business moves. We'll have info about some shirts pretty fucking soon. Patreon.com/boys shooting club for more content. And goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.